What it is, man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out. All right, man. We had an interesting fight card. Let's talk about a couple of fights that was on the card. Congratulations to David Benavidez. He won a 10-round KO. And Romero beat Jackson Marinez. Hopefully I want to say his name right. We can start off there. That fight was disgusting. It was a robbery. Looked like Floyd paid off the judges in that fight, man. I felt that the Marinez kid won damn near every round. And to me, this whole card was fishy, and I'm going to just talk about that. But Rolly looked like a pure amateur in there. I mean, last time he fought on Bounce TV, I wasn't impressed. I didn't know what the hype was about him. A lot of people saying, oh, this kid can punch, and he punch harder than Tank, but he don't have no skills. You know? No skills at all. He don't even know how to relax. You know what I'm saying? He don't know how to just, throw a regular jab. Everything he throw is hard and supposed to knock out. And this shouldn't even be represented on Mayweather Promotions or representative of what they doing on Mayweather, out the Mayweather gym, excuse me. I mean, this dude had no skill at all, bro. He went to the body every now and again, and his athletic ability allowed him to land some punches here and there, but he never really landed anything flush that, worried this Jackson kid. And this Jackson kid worked hard, and he outboxed him. You know what I'm saying? Easy. And this is why you can't get comfortable when you the op. When you the opponent and you just the guy brought here to lose, you got to step it up and you got to go for the knockout. And he had opportunities to go for the knockout, and this is why you can't afford to cruise. He should have stepped it up and put it on Rolly. He should have continued to walk him down, double jab, right hand. He was just pawing the jab and landing here, using angles, doing funky stuff here and there. But he was just never really content with, knocking this dude's dick in the dirt. And he was hurting this dude with a lead jab. He was hurting Rolly a lot in this fight. The way Rolly head was stepping back, had this dude took chances and stepped it up, maybe he could have got knocked out. Okay? Maybe he could have got knocked out. But guess what? You lost anyway. You got robbed. So this Marinez guy should have really stepped up his output, and he should have pushed Romero back and punished him. He really should have just stepped it up and punished him. And he was hurting him with jabs and overhand rights every now and again. He should have started putting them punches together and walking this dude down. This dude was tired. Everything he threw was hard and telegraphed. You could see coming. Rolly wasn't relaxed. He was wound up, tight, looking for one or two big shots. Dude, I wouldn't even be proud to say I was his trainer. Him over there? Oh, yeah, I don't really know him like that. Dog, his trainer should be embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? His trainer should be embarrassed by that performance. What the fuck did y'all work on in camp? All y'all did was jump rope and just hit one or two shots. That was a horrible performance. It was one of the worst robberies I've ever seen. You know what? I didn't have a dog in the race, so it's a little bit different when it's a fighter that you like or, get robbed, or it's versus a fighter you don't like and he get the robbery. I had no dog in this race. All I heard was, oh, you got to see Rolly. He hit harder than Tank. This, that, and the third. And last time I just remember seeing him, basic. Basic. Not even basic, dude. This dude don't even have Deontay Wilder skill level. And that's saying something. He not even, dude had less skill than Wilder. It's like if they took somebody from the chat room in here in the comment section and put him in the ring with Jackson Marinez and conditioned him a little bit, hit a punching bag every now and again. That's it. They took a street fighter and put him in the ring. An in-shape street fighter. And they put him in the ring with a boxer puncher. Now, whoever made this matchup, whoever made this fight need to be shot. I'm speaking figuratively. They need their ass whooped. What type of matchmakers the Premier Boxing Champion got or Mayweather Promotions got? Pathetic. You see this dude in the gym every day if you Mayweather. and Leonard Ellaby. You think he should be in there with anybody that know how to stick and move? Title, no title. That ain't no real title, no way. This kid need to go back to the amateurs. Okay? He need to learn how to, slide. He need to learn how to keep his balance. He need to learn how to throw the jab as a regular fucking punch. He throwing the jab like he trying to kill somebody. And then he got the audacity to come on the interview and call out Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia. Man, that made me mad, acting like he won. The scorecards, man, get out of here. When I heard like 118 or something, I was like, oh yeah, Jackson Marinez got this fight. And he out here acting like he did something. You know what I'm saying? This dude out here acting like, oh yeah, I won. Like, please. This is corruption at its finest. And it's a joke. Everybody know that Marinez won. And the Cubans and the Dominican fighters and some black fighters, it's a joke, bro. It's truly a joke. Because these dudes work hard and they come over here and get robbed. Rolly ain't going nowhere fast. He not beating nobody in the division. He ain't beating Ryan. He ain't beating Comey. He ain't beating Lee Shelby. He ain't beating George Camboso. He ain't beating Mickey Bay. Matter of fact, he ain't beating a few of these motherfuckers that's going to like this video or dislike this video in the chat room. He should never be sanctioned to fight another fight until he learn how to box. Never. I don't want to see him fight no more. I don't want to see him fight on the undercard with non-televised. He need to go back to the amateurs and he need to get some amateur fights under his belt. Terrible. Stiff. Dude, you ever thought you was going to see somebody with less boxing skills than Deontay Wilder in the lower weight class? We just witnessed it. You know what I'm saying? This dude was terrible. And Jackson Marinez's fault, his fault was not stepping on the gas, being content, and thinking he winning. You the opponent. He had an opportunity to stop this guy. He was snapping this kid head back and everything. Everything. All he had to do was step up and put 2 or 3 more shots together. He could have stopped this kid. So he holds some responsibility here too. Contempt. He think he won every round. And it wasn't safe. He should have stepped up the output and stopped Rolling. When you got an opportunity to stop a person, stop him. And he didn't. And that's the issue. When you can stop somebody, you stop them. So, I would say 90% was an honest robbery. 10% was Jackson Marinez's fault for not stepping on the gas and stopping this guy. I said going into the ninth, he gonna stop this guy. And he wasn't able to stop him. So, I don't think it was so much of a power outage. I think it was pretty much the situation that he didn't take to another level. He should have stepped that work rate up a little bit more, and he would have parked this guy, and he didn't. So Jackson Marinez, he dude with 2 last names, he deserves some responsibility for losing this fight, because he should have knocked this dude out, because he could have. And this guy Rolly walking around like he a real champion, he was a chump. If you had any respect for the sport of boxing, you would take that belt and give it to Jackson Marinez. This is one of the worst robberies I've seen on PBC in general. One of the other robberies was Felix Diaz and Lamont Peterson was a robbery. And also when Felix Diaz, they tried to rob him versus Sammy Vasquez. And they came back in the ring and gave Diaz the fight. They stayed robbing Cubans and Dominicans and those type of dudes. So, at the end of the day, I'm feeling good right now. So I'm not even angry as I would be on a regular basis, man. But Rolly a true chump. Mayweather a true chump. I don't hear none of y'all talking about Eddie buying fights or Bob buying fights or no stuff like that. I don't want to hear it. Okay, that's my personal opinion. Let's move on to the Angulo and Benavidez fight. That do you smell what the Rock is cooking tonight? He cooking fish. That fight was fishy. Angulo didn't even try to win that fight. All right, Angulo didn't even try to win the fight. All right, he didn't even try to win the fight. He was in there to be a punching bag. To me, it seemed like he took one of those Kovalevs, one of those swimming board dives versus Canelo. This guy was leaning on Benavidez on the ropes. Benavidez giving him all that potato salad in his stomach, all that potato salad, soft belly, and this Angulo guy leaning on him and not punching, and just taking punishment. Man, this fight looks fishy as well. When Angulo go back to the locker room, he gonna have a brown paper bag in his Reebok bag or his Nike bag. He gonna have a brown paper bag in his bag. It's gonna be stacks on stacks on racks on racks. One thing I noticed, Benavidez, he missed weight and all that, and he didn't even get tired this fight. Not once. Now, you read into what you want to read into. This dude easily had a 20 or 30 pound weight advantage. Why Angulo didn't ask for a rehydration clause, I don't know. Maybe because he was the opponent. I would have fucked Fox up or Showtime up. I'm 36. I'm not gonna get another opportunity like this. I would say if he come in, if he ain't gonna do no rehydration clause, I'm walking off. But maybe the payday was too good, so I can't knock him for that. But to me, that fight looked fishy. Benavidez didn't get tired. He just punched on the punching bag all day. I seen Angulo fight before. I didn't see him try harder than that. And Benavidez couldn't even hurt this guy. That's the funny thing about it. Benavidez couldn't even hurt this guy. He couldn't even hurt this guy. He threw all these fucking and all these punches to the liver and stuff and couldn't hurt him. And if he turned around and he get another title shot immediately versus Uterman for a vacant title or somebody else, man, I'm done. I'm done with PBC after that one. If this dude come back and get an immediate title shot, I don't want to hear nothing about this division. I don't want to hear nothing about this corruption. This whole night just looked fishy to me. Other than the Kaufman throwing out his shoulder, this whole fight was terrible. This whole fight card was just a whole big fish fry tonight. Angulo came in there and didn't even try to win the damn fight. Wasn't throwing no real punches. He had Benavidez, his whole belly out leaning, and this dude just leaning on Benavidez, not throwing no shots. Come on, man. Yeah, this is a bad look for Showtime tonight. He wanted to find a way to turn away fans away from the sport. They did. They found the way to turn me off on this fight tonight. If you gotta rob somebody like Jackson Martinez for a dude like Rolly this early on, you might as well just, just cut your losses. And if Benavidez at this point in his career gotta get, set up fights like this, and I use that word, set up fights like this, and he can't knock out and hurt his opponent, it's a joke. It's a true joke. Showtime should be ashamed of the product. Steve Farhood should be ashamed of himself as close as he had the Jackson Martinez and Angulo fight. And this is what we supposed to be excited about. This is what we supposed to be excited about in boxing today, and nothing but corruption, nothing but easy fights, and even in the easy fights, it seemed like they got to tell dudes like Angulo, don't try too hard. And then on top of that, did they do any testing for this fight? I doubt it. Benavidez didn't show no signs of struggling to make weight. He didn't get tired once in this fight. Once he lathered up a little bit of a sweat and he started throwing, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't even get tired, dude. And this is a dude who went a hard 12 with Garville, his first fight, and he got tired and dropped at the end. I'm not sure if he was working with Alex Ariza this fight, but, like I said before, man, they could have kept this fight card. They could have put this shit on trash TV. I thought it was promising. It was a joke of a night. I think the last two fights was fishy in my opinion. Some people might come on here and say I'm hating. Who gives a fuck? It's my opinion. So, congratulations to Jackson Marinez. He was the real champion tonight. And, congratulations to Al Heyman for having a setup of a main event. And I said what I said. At the end of the day, we move on to the next fight. Next week, we got Dillian White, Povetkin, Joe Smith Jr., Aldir Alvarez. Also, Sean Porter taking on Sebastian Formella. I'm hearing that Sebastian Fondor, the 6'5", junior middleweight, is taking on Nathaniel Gallimore as the co-main event. So let me know what you guys think. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video question. All my links in the description. Also got a Facebook group. Want to make a donation? Cash App, PayPal in the description. Best way to donate is share the video. Check out Fight Reaction playlist for more videos like this. Let me know what you guys think about it.